so now we are going to talk about the toning process. As I said before, we are going to mix up 7N, 7NB for her base. And I want her base to be like a rich brown, but I want it to be not as dark as when she came in. So that is why we're using 7N, 7NB Redken shades, and we're just gonna let that sit on and kind of watch it. Like, I don't want it to get too dark because I don't want it to have that line and then like not blended. So we're gonna also do that on her extension root as well. Okay, so after they do the 7N at the root, we're gonna watch it, and then I wanna make this midsection, tone it down. Like, I don't want it to be so bright in this mid area, because if you don't tone it down, like, she would just kind of look all blonde and all one color. And for me, I feel like when I look at her and her skin tone, like, she looks better when she has more golden honey tones. I've done her ashy before and it's cute, but I just feel like she looks really good when it is more honey, beigey, golden tones. So we're gonna kind of tone that midsection down, have it not be so bright and so white-ish. We're gonna do the 9GB 9N Redken shades, and we will do that after that root sits on for about 5 minutes. And we'll do the midsection of her extensions as well. We want everything to look really natural and really soft and blended together. After that, we'll just take a look at the rest and the ends, and we will, I don't want the rest to be really ashy or anything either. I want it to be more beigey, so we're gonna do that, the 10BS, 10BG mixture on the ends. We'll wash that, rinse that all together, and then she'll be good to go. Okay, so as you can see, now we're gonna put the mid on. So we're doing 9GB 9N, and as you can see, she's really taking her gloves and blending it down to make it sure it really blends perfectly. And we're also not forgetting about the extensions. Because we want everything to blend, we're gonna also tone the mid of her extensions as well. So we're gonna tone both of them at the same time with 9GB 9N. We're gonna kind of smudge that down, and as you can see, she's taking her gloves and kind of smudging that 7N down with the 9GB and really blending that together. So once that is blended perfectly, then we will go ahead and we will smudge the mid through the ends and add a little bit of color to her ends. As you can see, they're sectioning in diagonal sections because I feel like that really helps to make it blended. Instead of doing so straight across and up and down, they're more at an angle. So I feel like doing it more of an angle makes it to where wherever she parts it or wherever the wind blows, it's not like these straight lines of toning. Everything's really soft and makes it look really natural. So once they're kind of ending as they get to that money piece, so it'll be kind of on longest towards the back than it is in the front money piece section. And then they'll kind of take the brush and kind of comb it down to even blend it like a little bit more. And once that, we'll just kind of watch that, and usually we'll let it sit on for 5 to 10 minutes depending on how dark we want it to be, and we'll kind of look at it. Some people's hair takes so much faster than others. Some people's hair takes forever for the toners to take. So we just kind of watch it and smudge it with our fingers and see if we can get to make sure it's the perfect color. Also, remembering to towel dry it really good before you start the toning process. Before I even come over and check the hair at all, I tell the girls, please make sure that after you wash it, it's towel dried really good, because when it's soaking wet, I can't see what the color is gonna be. I can see when it's towel dried and still wet, but I wanna be able to see what it's gonna be when it's dry. So I try to make them towel dry really good before they put the toners on, and I feel like not only that, but it will kind of stick better when they put the toners. And also another good thing is when I get a lot of new clients that come, I try to make sure to tell them before they come to really clarify their hair a ton. Like, I'll tell them what clarifying shampoo to use and tell them to use it a couple weeks ahead, because I want it to be really clarified, and that way the toners will stick a lot better. If their hair's really caked on with a lot of like heavy like shampoos like you get from the store and they have a lot of waxy buildup, then it just does not hold to the toners, and the toners will wash right out, and they'll be like, why do my toners wash out right away? And it's usually because they have a lot of buildup or they didn't prep their hair right. So I make sure that to tell them that also. Now we're gonna go ahead and start toning her ends. Her mids have sat on for like 5 minutes. We kind of scraped it and to make sure it's the color that we want. And then her hair lifted really good. It's a little more golden than her extensions, so we're gonna put 10 BS straight on her hair, and then we're gonna wait, and then we're gonna put 10 BG, 10 BS on her extension ends, because I want to add a little bit more beigey golden to her extensions. So we're just gonna rub that in. We're not rubbing it too hard that it gets foamy. We're just kind of massaging it in so to make sure it really gets in even. Then once the 10 BS sits on, we're going to apply the rest of the extensions. And also, as you can see, as they're going, they're kind of taking the gloves and massaging the mid part through the ends, so everything is super blended and makes that perfect blend. So at the 10 BS, we will let sit on for about a minute, and then we'll go and we'll put the 10 BG, 10 BS on all of her extension ends, and she will be good to go.